Hi everyone. Oh, the sun is coming in my window. I can't see very good. It's working. Wait, that's blinding. I'd have to wait a while for that. It's reversed. Anyway, hi. I made a charcuterie board today and I put some little cocktail wieners in a crock pot. And this is my last bottle. Can you see that? I don't know how to do it in the sun. It's Wyatt Earp's Gun Smokin' Hickory barbecue sauce that I get at Boot Hill when I come. And anyway, I really like it, but it's hit or miss. Sometimes they don't have it. So let's see, at the end of the tomato season, I hate that. I love fresh tomatoes. We take all the green tomatoes or not ripe tomatoes. Sometimes they're starting to turn, but we put them in a box and cover them with paper. Sometimes it's a couple of layers, depending on how many we have left in the garden. And then as they ripen up, we either eat them or I cut them up and put them in the oven and roast them at 400 degrees until a lot of the moistures come out. Today I put some fresh onion, a red onion, and some bell pepper in with it. And it's really good to use as a marinara sauce. But I'm making some fresh salsa today. So, well, it's kind of fresh. Well, it's fresh. It's got canned tomatoes in it. Boy, that's bright. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just throw together some salsa. We got invited to Mike and Aaron's tonight, and Mike's making cornbread. No, he's making chili. I'm making cornbread, but I'm making fresh salsa, and I'm going to replenish the charcuterie board so we can have things to snack on. So we always play games and have a lot of fun there. Anyway, so I've cut up half of a red onion, and I'm going to throw that in there. And I love the lime flavor in salsa, so I microwave this lime for about 45 seconds. And I'm gonna squeeze that and put that in there. And if I don't get a lot of juice out of it, I have some bottled lime juice. Put a little more in there if I decide I want to do that. That was a pretty juicy lime. Smells divine. And I'm going to grate it. Why not? The more lime, the better. Put that in there. Just, whatever I can get off of there. My hands aren't very good anymore. I've had some hand surgeries. Well, one hand surgery, and then that hand was in a splint, and I tried to use a rotary cutter for quilting, because why not? But I'm just telling you, if your primary hand has a splint on it, don't be using a rotary cutter, because then I cut the tip of that finger off. So I had this one in surgery in a splint. That was kind of amazing. Matthew was gone. I think his dad was very, very sick, so he was gone, but the surgery was scheduled, so I went ahead with it. But I asked him if I could stay awake because the kids were all busy and I didn't want to bother anybody, so I just went alone, and they said I could drive home as long as they didn't put me under. So they numbed it up, which was horrendous, which I talked to Andy later, and he said anytime they numb your hand through your palm, it's really painful, and I can testify to that. So this was in a splint. So that finger's up like that, and this one I cut the tip off. So I was driving the car like this. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just telling you that's what happened. That's my story. Okay. So we've got onion and lime. Now I'm going to put some fresh cilantro in there. Just whack off some of the leaves. Whoops. And I bought some more cranberries because we enjoyed Carly's salsa so much. So I got another bunch of cilantro to make more of Carly's cranberry salsa. So that'll be good. I'll take that over to Mike and Aaron's tonight. Okay, so there's that. And the tomatoes and onion and bell pepper I did in the oven. There it is. I cooked it about 45 minutes at 400 degrees. You just have to watch it. I don't want it to get too brown, but it's okay if it gets a little brown, kind of fire roasted flavor. So I'll put that in there. Oh, that smells so good. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I think I'll put a little more lime juice in just for the fun of it. And I'll do it this way. Tomatoes are still steaming. And garlic. A few shakes of that. Cumin. A few shakes of that. And I have about 1/8 cup of sugar. Why, you ask? Because sugar cuts the acidity of the tomatoes. You won't even know what's in there. And then it takes more salt than you think it will. Probably a good tablespoon for how much tomato I've got in there. And I'm going to add more tomato. And can't see that. Onion powder, a little bit of that. Why not? And let's see, I've got everything. I really like these tomatoes. They're the Muir Glen crushed tomatoes. These are fire roasted. This looks like a lot, but our family of salsa and chip lovers, we like a lot. So some of this will go to Mike and Aaron's, and some of it I'll keep here. And tomorrow maybe I'll make some enchiladas or fajitas. Dean buys me the fajita flavoring from the market in Mineola. So good. If you're a Kansas person, Mineola person, buy some of that because it's good. Okay, here we go. I think I just splattered everything. Whoop. I think I've got a crack in the bottom of my blender. I'm gonna have to put a new blender, which I hate that, but I love this blender. Can you see that? Fresh tomatoes. You can't beat them. Anyway, still breathing, still smiling. I hope you all have a great day. Go buy yourself some honey lime or some lime chips and some tomatoes and make yourself some salsa. I can't even see to turn this on. Oh, there we go. I love you all. Boy, I'm glowing. Love you all. Bye.